All right, so I guess recording has started, and I'm waiting for both of you to put your attendance. PL has put the attendance. Okay. One more student is there, right? I don't know your name unless you put your attendance in the chat box. Please quickly put your attendance in the chat box so that without further delay we can continue with our topic. The student who has joined with the name of Sunita Kadam, I request you to please put your attendance in the chat box if you are there. सुनीता कदम, तुम्ही विद्यार्थ्याचं नाव आणि स्टँडर्ड चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये लिहायचे. Okay, it is Shlok. All right. Okay. So we are going to start with the chapter number 8, comparing quantities. Right. So our first topic is recalling ratios and percentages. So you might have learned about ratios and percentages in the last standard. So we are just going to take a refresher of it, and then we can learn new topics from it. Okay. So we know a ratio means comparing two quantities. A basket has two types of fruits, say 20 apples and 5 oranges. Okay, so in order to learn ratios and percentage, we are taking one example here. Here's a basket of fruits, and there are 20 apples and 5 oranges in it. So if we had to write, if the ratio of number of oranges to the number of apples we have to write, then we can write it as 5 is to 20. So 5 oranges are there, 20 apples are there. The comparison can be done by using fractions as well. So we can write it as 5 by 20, which is also equal to 1 by 4. Right? The number of oranges is 1/4 of the number of apples in terms of ratio. This is 1 is to 4, and it is read as 1 is to 4. And I believe this you have already learned. Right. So number of apples to number of oranges is 20 divided by 5 or 4 divided by 1, which means the number of apples is 4 times the number of oranges. This comparison can also be done using percentages. So this is how we can find percentages. So there are two methods, or there may be more than two methods to find percentages. But in our book, there are two methods given. You can use any of the method which is comfortable for you, or if it is mentioned in your question that you have to use this particular method, right? So you can try any of the methods. So let's try the first one to find out percentages. Okay, the first method is given in this uh, blue box. So there are 5 oranges out of 25 fruits. So basically there are 25 fruits, out of which 5 are oranges and 20 are apples. So the percentage of oranges is, so we write the number of oranges here, or the number of the number for which we want to find percentage, we'll write it here, and in the denominator we will have total number of fruits or total number of items for general in general cases. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to make our denominator 100 so that we can get the percentage, right? So to make 25 as 100, what we can do is we can multiply and divide by 4. So which it will not change meaning of this equation, but it will certainly give us the percentage, right? So 5 by 25 को हम 4 by 4 से multiply करेंगे, so which will give us 20 by 100. So now if 100 is in denominator, that means the numerator will show the percentage. So that means oranges are 25% of total fruits, right? What does it mean? Oranges are 25%, sorry, 20% of all the fruits. Now let's see second method, that is unitary method. So out of 25 fruits, the number of oranges are 5. So out of 100 fruits, number of oranges is equals to, so see, What we are doing here is 5 divided by 25 multiplied by 100. Simply we are multiplying with the 100. So we get a number which is 20, and that is also a percentage. So now we got to know that there are 20% oranges in that basket. So remaining number of fruits are nothing but apples. So अगर 100% fruits में से 20% fruits oranges है, so remaining 80% will be apples, right? This is pretty straightforward. Yeah. So this is how we find percentage and ratios. So we'll take one more example, which is solve example, and okay, let's see this example. A picnic is being planned in a school for class 8th. Or is it 7th? Yeah, it's 7th, I guess. So girls are 60% of the total number of students and are 18 in number. So the picnic site is 55 kilometers away from the school, and the transport company is charging at the rate of 12 kilometer 12 rupees per kilometer. 12 rupees per kilometer. The total cost of refreshment will be 4,280 rupees. Now, these are the questions that we have to answer. We have to answer the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class. This is our first question, which needs to be answered. Second question is the cost per head if two teachers are also going with the class. And the third question is if the first stop is at place it has is at a place which is 22 kilometers from the school, what percent of total distance of 55 kilometers is this, and what percent of the distance is left to be covered. So let's go one by one. So we'll try to answer the first question, the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class. So let's go back to the question and we will review whatever we have given. So there are step by step answers given there, but we'll try to find the answers orally so that it will help us to grow our analytical skill. So let's try and mm, try to find out the answers. So in the question we have already given that girls are 60% of the total number of students and are 18 in number, right? So if 60% are girls, so how many number of or what is percentage of boys in in that class? It is going to be obviously 40%. Okay, 60% girls hai, 40% will be boys. Now as I said, we can use several methods to find out percentage and ratios. So one of them that I use is, so let us suppose 60% are the girls, so let's find out 10%. Okay, 60% girls है, which is 18. So 10% कितने होंगे? So what we have to do is we have to divide 18 by 6. So what you will get? You will get 3, right? You will get 3. 60 divided by, sorry, 18 divided by 6. Are you there? Or is there any delay in my voice? Any delay in my voice, students? Simple question I have asked. 18 divided by 6. I believe there is a very large delay in my voice, or maybe there is some network connection or error at your side, because of which no issues. Okay, so why you people are not answering this question? Okay, so both of you are here, and I believe both of you can hear me in real time, not with the lag, right? So 18 divided by 6, what should be the answer? It should be obviously 3, right? So 3 students means 10%. 3 students means 10%. So if 3 students mean 10%, so 40% are boys. So how many boys are there? How many boys are there? 10% means 3 students. It may be either girls, yeah, 12 boys, right? So 18 are girls and 12 are boys. So altogether they are 30 in number, right? So they are 30 in number. So now we have to write this in the percentage. So before calculating that, let's just review the steps that are given in your book, right? So Ashima and John has used a different method, right? So let's first of all check out Ashima's method. So how she has calculated number of students, right? So 60% of girls, 60% of X is girls. Therefore, 60% of X is 18. So see, 60% of X. See, this formula is very, very important. If you keep this one formula in mind, you can solve any kind of example. Okay, so I'll just spend 1 or 2 minutes on this formula, and please let me know if you have any doubts in this formula. Okay, so the see, 60% of this number, it may be anything. Okay, this may be, it is not necessary that it should have below 100 or nothing like it. Okay, it can be any random number. So 60% of that random number is this number. समझ रहे हो? मतलब let us suppose आपको एक नंबर दिया गया है. So I give you a number that is, let us suppose 4500. Okay, 4500, and I ask you to calculate 23% of 4500. So how you will write is, see, you will write it as, मैंने आपको 23% निकालने के लिए बोला है. So first of all, in your numerator it is going to be 23. Okay, and in denominator it is going to be 100. So 23% of, so जो ऑफ का नंबर रहता है, यानी कि जिसमें से हमें फाइंड आउट करना है, वी राइट इट हियर. So 23% of any number is going to be the answer. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से हमें, यू जस्ट कीप इन माइंड कि यहाँ पे जो नंबर लिखा होता है दैट इज परसेंट, and in the denominator it should be 100, and this is the number out of which we are finding the percentage, and this is the result. ठीक है, so same formula. Now let us suppose you don't know the percentage but you know the actual number and the percentage number. So इसमें आप, you can, there will be one quantity which will be unknown and all other quantities will be known to you, and you have to find that one quantity. So you need to decide which quantity you are finding it out. It may differ from example to example. Okay, so even if this seems a bit tough, but it is not at all. Okay, so yeah, so see, again this formula, 60% of X is 18. Now we don't know how many total students are there. हमें वो number नहीं पता है. So we assume that number as X. मतलब X number of students है, उसमें से अगर हम 60% लेंगे, so that is going to be 18. ठीक है, so 60% of X is 18. So now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the value of X, and X is what? X is total number of students. So X की अगर हमें value find out करनी है, so what we are doing here is 100 यहाँ पे multiply में जाएगा 18 के, and 60 जो है वो that will be in denominator. So this 0 gets cancelled with this 0, and 18 tens are 180, and 180 divided by 6 is 30. So total number of students are 30. See, the result is going to be same with any method. So John has used a different method. So let's try John's method as well. So number of students is equals to 100 divided by 60 into 18. Again, now see, this formula has just modified. If you see, 100 is in numerator here. This 18 is also in numerator here, and the 60 is in denominator. Same was the case with this formula as well. Right, so we are getting the same answer, that is total number of students are 30. Now out of which 18 are girls, 12 are boys, and our question is we have to find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class. So I believe you are able to write the ratio now. Can you write the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys? क्या रेशियो रहेगा? Tell me. If number of girls is 16 and if number of boys is 12, then we have to find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys in the class. Pretty simple, isn't it? 18 is to 12. 18 is to 12 को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 18 divided by 12. We can further divide it. कैसे divide कर सकते हैं? We can divide with 6. So 6 threes are 18 and 6 twos are 12. So the ratio is going to be 3 by 2. Is it? Yes or no? Are you there? Both of you. Shlok and Priyal. Are you there? Are you getting this? Any difficulty in it? I believe there should not be any difficulty because you have already learned it. Yeah. So yeah, you are writing it as well. Great. Okay. So let's go to the second question. The cost per head if two teachers are also going with the class. Now we know that there are 30 students in the class, including girls and boys, and two more teachers are joining them. So the total number of people we can say is 32, right? So we have to find out cost per head. Now, to find out cost, we have to take some things into consideration. See, here we have given the cost of refreshment will be 4,280. That's a different cost. And the traveling cost or the transport cost, that is going to be 55 kilometers from the school. That means they have to go 55 kilometers and they have to come back 55 kilometers. So that means they have to cover the distance of 110 kilometers, right? जाने का 55 और आने का 55, so that makes 110. Now for 1 kilometer the transport company is charging 12 rupees per kilometer. 1 kilometer के लिए 12 rupees. So 100 kilometer के लिए कितना rupees? How many rupees for 100 kilometer? 1 किलोमीटर के लिए अगर 12 रुपए चार्ज कर रही है ट्रांसपोर्ट कंपनी, सो 100 किलोमीटर के लिए कितना चार्ज करेगी स्टूडेंट्स? 1200. Yeah, exactly. But the distance is not only 100 kilometer, it is 10 more than that, right? 10 more than 100, so that is 110. So the total cost of transport is going to be 1320 rupees, correct? So the total cost of refreshment will be 4280 plus cost of transport. So that is going to be the total cost of that picnic. Cost of transport plus cost of refreshment, that will be the total cost of a total picnic. Now what is sum of 1320 and 4200? Can you sum it? Can you add it? Karo. See, total expenses are going to be refreshment charge plus transportation charge, so that results into 5600 or 5600 rupees. Correct. So how many people are there? Number of persons are 32. So in order to find out cost per head, what we have to do? We have to divide the total expenses by the total number of persons. So that means 5600 divided by 32. So that is going to be our what? Per head cost. So which is rupees 175. So please let me know, is there any confusion in this particular point? यहाँ पे जो हमने calculation की है, I believe there should not be, but I just want your prompt responses, just to make sure that you are not sleeping and you are attending to me, or you are listening to me at least. Put your answers quickly. Any doubts, students? Either you're too late today and you are not put your attendance as well. So the first thing is to come on time, and in case if you are late, you have to put your attendance whenever you enter the class. Yeah, I was just telling you, like, we have discussed this example. We have found the per head cost, right? We have found the per head cost. So is there any doubt in finding this? So like, where did that value come from, or ये value कहाँ से आई, वो value कहाँ से आई? We have calculated per head cost, which resulted into rupees 175 per head. तो ये हमने पर हेड कॉस्ट फाइंड आउट की है. सो द अमाउंट स्पेंट ऑन वन पर्सन वी कैन से एज वेल. सो ये कैलकुलेट करते वक्त जो हमने स्टेप्स फॉलो किए हैं, सो इज देयर एनी डाउट इन दो स्टेप्स? आपको समझ में आया या फिर शुड आई रिपीट द स्टेप्स? आई बिलीव नॉट. रिपीट करने की जरूरत नहीं रहेगी. इज देयर अ नीड? इफ देयर इज नीड, प्लीज लेट मी नो. See, I can only see Om is sorry, my bad. Shlok is replying, not others. So I just want to know what is the reason. Let's pause this class for 1 or 2 minutes. Sorry, Shlok. I just wanted to check what is the reason why others are not replying. Either you are late first of all, and you have not put your attendance. I have already repeated, but you have still not put your attendance. What is the reason? Are you not able to hear me? And there's one more student who's joined with the name of Wahid Akhtar. So I would request him or her, whoever it is. So put your attendance in the chat box so that I can address with you with your names, right? So yeah, Aidur, okay. What about the fourth student? What about Priyal? Are you there, Priyal? Yeah, if you're not understanding anything or if you're not enjoying the class, please let me know that. Okay, so don't just turn on your mobile and go away. That's not the correct thing you're doing for yourself. There's no harm for me, right? So Wahid Akhtar, would you mind putting your name in the chat box, student name? Priyal, are you there? Okay, so that is your second ID. All right. Okay, so yeah. So why are you joining with two IDs? I don't understand. Anyways, Wahid Akhtar has left, I guess. Anyways, okay. So let's get back to our topic. Uh, so we have found out answers for these two questions, and the third one is, if the first stop is at a place 22 kilometers from the school, what percent of total distance of 55 kilometers is this? What percent of the distance left to be covered? So हमें percentage में distance find out करना है कि मान लो they have started from school and they took a break at a distance or at a place which is 22 kilometers away from their school. ठीक है, तो उन्हें 55 kilometers जाना है, but they have gone 22 kilometers and they have stopped there for a break. So what percentage of distance they have covered and what percentage of distance they are yet to cover, or they are, they have to cover more. So can you tell me 22 kilometers out of 55 kilometers कितना percentage होता है? 55 किलोमीटर्स में से अगर हम 22 किलोमीटर्स फाइंड आउट करें परसेंटेज के फॉर्म में, सो हाउ यू कैन डू दैट? Nobody? 40%? Yeah, correct. 40% is the correct answer. So 40% distance उन्होंने cover किया है and they're yet to cover 60%. So what are the methods to calculate this? So here are the methods given. 22 divided by 55 multiplied by 100 kilometer. So that is 40%. That will give you the answer. Right. So exercise 8.1, find the ratio of following. Speed of a cycle 15 kilometers per hour to the speed of a scooter 30 kilometer per hour. So इसका ratio हमें find out करना है. What it is going to be? It's not 1:5 for the previous example, Shlok. It has to be 2:5, right? 2:5 or 0.40. Okay, let's forget about the last one. Now focus on this one. So speed of a cycle which is running at 50 or which runs at 15 kilometers per hour, 15 kilometers per hour to the speed of scooter which can run at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. Not really. We don't want to find out percentage. We would like to find out ratio. 1:2. 15 is to 30 means 1:2. Right? Yeah. Shlok has written it is 1:2. Okay. The second one, B, 5 meter to 10 kilometers. 5 meter to 10 kilometers. What is going to be the ratio of that? सेकंड के लिए बी के लिए क्या रहेगा आंसर? बी के लिए भी 1:2 रहेगा या यस और नो? बी के लिए क्या रहेगा स्टूडेंट्स? 5 मीटर टू 10 kilometers. Okay, 1:5,000. Is it? One is to 2,000. Okay. Any more answers? Real either? No answers, sir. My internet is slow because of this. I'm not responding. Okay. So if you can write this much lengthy message, you can surely write some short answers. Anyways, if you're not able to hear me properly, that's okay. If you don't answer. Okay, so 1:2,000 is correct because when we find the ratio, we need to make sure that their unit is same, right? So if here in this question, we have different units. So for first one, it is meter, and for second one, it is kilometers, right? So what we will do is, in order to find out the ratio, we will either convert 5 meter into kilometers, or we will convert 10 kilometers into meters. So which one is easier one? Easier one is we convert kilometer to meter. So 5 meter to it will be 10,000 meters, right? So 5 meter to 10,000 meters, it is 1:2 2,000. Next one, 5 paisa to 5 rupees. Sorry, 50 paise to 5 rupees. 50 paise to 5 rupees. So just for a refresher, 100 paisa is equals to 1 rupees. So it is going to be 1:10. Correct. 1:10 is the correct answer. Convert the following ratios to the percentages. So percentage पहला जो दिया है उसे उसका percentage find out करो. 3:4. So okay, that is 0.75. If we have to write it in percentage, it can be written as 75% as well, right? 2:3, 2:3 का परसेंटेज क्या रहेगा? 2:3 का परसेंटेज क्या रहेगा स्टूडेंट्स? 16.666666, राइट? 16.66 बार 2:3 का परसेंटेज, राइट? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the third question is 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are not interested in mathematics? So again, the formula, if you remember, you can simply put it and you can find out the answer. तो 72% ऑफ 25 आपको फाइंड आउट करना है, तो कैसे फाइंड आउट करोगे? हेलो, या, so 72% of 25 students we have to find out. So कैसे find out करोगे? So we can do this, we can do it like this. 72%, 72% कैसे लिखेंगे हम? 72% out of, so I will give it a bracket. 72% of what? Of 25 is equals to कितना आएगा स्टूडेंट्स? any idea? 72% of 25, pretty easy. That's 18, is it? Okay, you have already written the formula, but that's great to see. 72% of 25 is going to be 18, correct. So what is our main question? 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are not interested in mathematics? So we have to write it in the numbers. So 18 are interested, right? Out of 25, 18 are interested. So how many are not interested in mathematics? How many students are not interested in mathematics? 7 students, right? 25 में से 18 interested है और 7 interested नहीं है. So out of those 7, like few students like must be like me who don't like mathematics, right? Okay, so fourth one. Let's take fourth one. A football team won 10 matches out of the total number of matches they played. If their win percentage was 40, then how many matches did they play in all? See, अभी हमें क्या क्या दिया है ये आपको फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा. What is given here? A football team won 10 matches. So 10 matches is actually 40% of some x value, right? 40% of some x value. Now if you put that formula again, how you are going to put that formula? See, 40%, see 40% is written like this, of x. Now we don't know the value, कितने मैचेस played किए हैं या we don't know that, but 40% of that matches is 10, right? So 40 divided by 100. No, Priyal, I guess you are making some mistake here. See, we don't know total number of matches. 40% of total matches is 10. The total number of matches we don't know. We assume that as x. ठीक है? So x को find out करना है. So how you are going to find out x? 100 multiplied by 10 divided by 40. Right? 100 multiplied by 10 divided by 40. So that is 25. Shlok has found out that is 25. So total number of matches are 25. Same formula we have used, right? So सिर्फ हमें पता होना चाहिए कि what value we have to use. Percentage तो same, मतलब simple ही है. 40% of total matches is 10. तो टोटल मैचेस हमें नहीं पता था यहाँ पे, इसलिए हमने वहां पे x लिखा, and we will solve this equation for x, and that should result into 25. ठीक है? I hope you don't have confusion with this formula of percentage. Okay, so if Chameli had 600 left after spending 75 percentage of her money, then how much she should have in the beginning? So it is pretty straightforward question, right? So Chameli has 600 rupees and she has already spent 75% money. So how many percent or how much percent does that money is? That is 25%, right? जो 600 rupees है, 25% of X amount is 600 rupees. अगेन दैट फॉर्मूला, एक ही फॉर्मूला आपको ऑलमोस्ट एवरी एग्जांपल के लिए हेल्प कर सकता है इफ यू रिमेंबर दैट प्रॉपर्ली कि कहां पे क्या लिखना है, राइट? सो 600 इज व्हाट? 600 इज not 75, it is 25%. Okay, so 25, okay, 6 fours are 36, that means no, it I don't believe that answer is 3600. Can you please recheck it? Please recheck it. See, 25% of x is, let me just write it here for you so that you can calculate that on your own. 25% of x is 600. तो अगर मुझे x की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है, so x is going to be equal to 600 multiplied with 25 and divided by 100. No, my bad. It will not be like this. So this is the formula that you have to use. 600 divided 600 multiplied by 100 divided by 25. So this is going to result in 2400, 2400. If you think it logically as well, 600 is 25. So if 600 is 25%, then 50% is going to be 1200, right? अगर 600 रुपया 25% होता है तो 1200 रुपये कितना होगा? 50% होगा. So if 1200 is 50%, then 100% is going to be 2400 rupees, right? So this is how we can solve it. I believe that you are pretty clear with ratios and percentage and this formula, so you can take some random example, or if you can try this examples from this practice it itself. The sixth one is for your homework, you try it at home. If you find it difficult, we can discuss in the next class, but I believe this example also, even if I have not treated this example, I'm of strong opinion that this example can be solved with that formula only. Okay, so please try that formula, try this example at home. And for the next topic, sorry sir, it is print mistake. So print mistake in book or print mistake in chat box? Print mistake in book or print mistake in chat box? Oh yeah, in the chat box, absolutely. I was also thinking that. Yeah, okay, no problem. So let's meet in the next class. So till then, take care and study hard. I hope your first semester exams were brilliant and you score very good in that. I wish you that. Okay, so bye bye students, till the next class, and I declare this class has ended and you all are free to leave this class. Bye bye. Bye. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Yeah, bye.